You know, sometimes we go through life thinking everything about us is just random, our looks, our personality, how we age. But let me tell you something today. There's nothing random about you. If you've ever had someone say, wow, you don't look your age at all, or if you've looked in the mirror and noticed that you seem to be aging slower than those around you, that might be more than just good skin care or good genes. There's a spiritual reason for that, and I want you to really hear this. You are being preserved for a purpose. There is a kind of protection that doesn't come from anything you can buy or anything you can do on your own. It's spiritual, it's divine. It's like God is reaching down and saying, not yet. I'm keeping this one fresh because their assignment isn't done. See, we often look at youthfulness as just an aesthetic thing, but spiritually, looking younger than your age is a sign of divine timing and divine purpose. You're not just aging slowly, you're being kept intentionally by something greater than you. Think about it. When someone is called to walk in purpose, especially in a world that's chaotic and draining, they need strength for the journey. They need energy. They need resilience. And sometimes that resilience shows up in the way they carry themselves, in the way their skin holds up, in the light in their eyes. It's not vanity, it's vitality. And that vitality is spiritual. It's heaven's way of saying, you're still needed. You've still got something to do. So I'm preserved. And let's be honest, life can wear people down. The weight of regret, bitterness, unresolved trauma, it shows. It shows in the eyes. It shows in the posture. But when someone's spirit is in alignment, when they're walking in forgiveness, walking in love, walking in divine obedience, there's a lightness to them. That's spiritual preservation. That's heaven placing a shield over you, not just from the chaos outside, but from the damage it can do on the inside. Now, some of you might not even realize this has been happening to you. Maybe you've wondered why people always guess you're 10 years younger. Maybe you've felt like time moves differently around you. That's because your life is being protected on purpose. There's still work left for you to do. And God is not going to let you leave this earth looking like what you've been through. You've walked through the fire, but you don't smell like smoke. You've endured storms that should have aged you, but instead you shine. That's not luck. That's not coincidence. That's divine covering. Sometimes the enemy tries to convince us that we've wasted too much time, that we're too late, too old, too far gone. But what if I told you that God has been keeping you all this time, and part of the evidence of that is the way you carry youth, not just in your face, but in your soul. You've been preserved for impact, for healing, for testimony. The world doesn't need more people who just look young. It needs people who've been spiritually preserved to carry out something meaningful, and that might be you. You've got to stop thinking of your youthful appearance as something shallow. It's sacred. It's not here to boost your ego. It's here to remind you that you've been chosen, that there's still a field you're meant to sow into, still people you're meant to reach, still joy you're meant to spread. Looking younger isn't about chasing time. It's about walking in step with divine time. You're not behind. You're right on schedule. Your looks are just one more way. Heaven is whispering, keep going. I've got you. You were preserved because you have purpose. You ever meet someone who just radiates something? It's not their clothes, not their makeup, not even how they did their hair that day. It's something deeper. They walk into a room and there's a peace about them, a joy that lingers, a light that doesn't come from a bottle or a beauty routine. And when you talk to them, you realize something. They're not just young looking. They're spiritually alive. That glow, that energy, that freshness, it's not surface level. It's coming from the inside out. That's the kind of youthfulness I'm talking about. See, we spend a lot of time focusing on the external. Screens, diets, workouts, and that's fine. Those things help. But the real fountain of youth, it's inside your soul. When your spirit is aligned, when your heart is at peace, when you're walking in love and living with gratitude, your body follows suit. That light that shows up in your skin and your smile and your energy, it's the result of an inner harmony that most people never talk about. But I want to talk about it today, because you don't just look young by accident. You look young because something inside of you is staying whole, even when life tries to break you. Let me tell you something. Stress will age you faster than time. Bitterness, anger, anxiety, unforgiveness, these things will weigh your spirit down. And when your spirit is heavy, your body shows it. The face hardens, the eyes dull, the posture sinks. But when your spirit is free, when you've learned how to release pain and walk in forgiveness, when you've learned to live in peace even when the storm's still blowing outside, there's a lightness about you. That lightness becomes a kind of glow. And that glow, that's spiritual, that's not cosmetic. A lot of people don't realize that beauty is not just a physical trait. It's a reflection of spiritual health. There's a reason people say you wear your emotions on your face. You really do. If you're constantly worried, if you're bitter, if you're restless, if you're stuck in the past, those emotions etch themselves into your body. But when you've been walking with joy, when you've been guarding your peace, when you've surrendered your burdens, your body responds. The body isn't just a vessel, it's a mirror. It reflects what's happening in your soul. You ever see someone who's been through a lot but still looks so calm, so fresh, so young? That's someone who's chosen healing. That's someone who's refused to carry the weight of bitterness. That's someone who wakes up every day and chooses gratitude. And listen, gratitude will take years off your life. Joy will erase stress marks. Forgiveness will soften lines, and peace will shine through your face like sunlight on glass. I believe that many people who look younger than their age are people who have tapped into a deeper truth, that the condition of your soul matters more than the condition of your skin. Because when the soul is clean, the face is clear. When the heart is light, the eyes are bright. And when you're living from a place of wholeness, it shows up without you ever needing to try. This isn't about pretending everything's perfect. No, this is about choosing peace even when it's hard. It's about saying, I'm not going to let this world take my joy. I'm not going to let this situation steal my peace. I'm not going to let unforgiveness anchor me to a moment that's already passed. That's how you stay young. That's how you stay spiritually and physically vibrant. So if people have ever told you, you don't look your age or you have such a glow about you, don't brush it off. That's not just a compliment. That's a confirmation. That's the fruit of the peace you protected. That's the result of the healing you've embraced. That's the reward of the joy you've chosen day after day. Because when your spirit is at peace, your body can rest. And when your soul is filled with light, your face shines with it. You're not just glowing, you're reflecting the health of your spirit. You know, there's a lot of talk these days about energy, vibes, frequency, alignment. And while some folks might dismiss that as New Age talk, the truth is, there's something deeply spiritual about it. Everything in creation operates on a frequency. The way music vibrates in the air, the way light moves, even the way your heart beats. It's all rhythm, it's all energy. And guess what? So are you. You are made up of energy created by the breath